Hello, welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. I'm Roadkill, and today we are continuing our journey across America in a DC-3 from San Francisco to New York City. We are on leg 7 of our flight today, starting here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and landing in Lubbock, Texas. So that is the plan anyways. We're doing live weather, and it is not live time. I decided to go with something a little different today and have a little bit of scenery with some nice sunrise effects going on here in the simulator. So I've got the plane fueled up and passengers on board. We just need to lock her up and get her rolling off the runway or onto the runway so we can take off. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day here in Albuquerque. Who knows what it looks like in Texas, but we'll find out, won't we? Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my latest videos. Be sure to leave a comment down below on what you are doing in Microsoft Flight Sim. What are you flying and where are you flying? I'd love to hear from you. With that all out of the way, let's get to flying. Okay, we are here in the cockpit of the DC-3, and as usual, we start cold and dark. I have timestamps in the timeline there in the bottom of the video, so if you don't want to watch me press a bunch of buttons and mess around with a bunch of levers, you can skip ahead to the takeoff, and you don't have to watch this stuff if it bores you. So get these fuel tanks selected. Make sure I have the left and right selected this time. Last time I didn't, and I thought we were going to crash land, but I figured out what to do, so we didn't have to worry about crashing. I had to restart a whole engine mid-flight last time. That was kind of fun, actually. So yeah. All right, let's get this thing fired up. The boosters rolling. Lights on, and right primer. Let's make sure we have the switch, the engine energize selector to the right engine, so we don't have to worry about that not working again. Let's see here. I forgot the magnetos. Now we should be able to mesh it and get some power to that engine. Maybe. What's going on? I have fuel up. Alright. Maybe not. What's going on here? Oh, it did it again. Weird. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. I don't know what's up with that switch. Maybe I didn't select it again? I don't know. I'm going crazy. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to rewatch the video, see what I did wrong. All right, left engine. Get this left engine going. All right, we have ignition there. We can get these booster pumps off. Switch over to battery power. And let's check our radios here. I need go up here. I've been practicing ILS approaches because it's something I'm going to have to use one of these days here soon. I know it. In fact, probably sooner rather than later. So I went ahead and looked on. I'm using Little Nav Map, which is a cool thing that integrates with Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can track your aircraft here and plan your flights and upload your flight plans directly from this map into the flight sim, which is cool. So what I did is I just clicked on the, whoops, don't want that. Clicked on the ILS approach that I want to take, and it'll bring up all the information down here. So I got a frequency of 111.70, and that's what I'm going to tune in. I haven't done too great of a job doing these ILS approaches, and I don't know. I'm just going to tune it in just in case I need to use it. I was flying the DC-6 the other day from Fairbanks into Anchorage, Alaska, and what happened was that I got into some really crappy weather, and I tried the ILS approach, and it didn't take for some reason, and I ended up falling out of the sky like a brick. I don't have it on video. I wish I would have recorded it, but yeah, it was scary. So now I know I'm gonna need this. So I'm learning as I go, as you already know, and yeah, let's get to flying, shall we? I'm rambling on again. We want to depart out west here. Let's see here, my keyboard.
Albuquerque
Lights aren't
route
working.
roadkill 2277 with India request taxi for takeoff west departure.
Roadkill 2277 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 21 via taxiway Alpha Foxtrot cross runway 35 Golf Bravo.
All right.
Contact tower on 123.775 when ready.
Landing lights on, and we should be good to go. Okay, I had to edit out a portion of video there, as I had to hold for a while for traffic. They had me hold up here, so I'm gonna taxi zigzag throughout the whole airport here, and should be a lot of fun. All right, we're good to roll. Let's get this baby up in the air. Turn off this light here. It's kind of giving me some glare that I don't like. Throttling up. All right. Drop back a little bit. There we go. Here goes nothing. All right, we have liftoff. We are in the air. Come on, baby. You can do it. Don't stall out now. Oh, that was close. That was close. All right, we're going to get our airspeed up here and start our climb. Beautiful day here in Albuquerque. Nice sunrise. As we get a little altitude, I'll throw the autopilot on and we'll start our climb.
Roadkill 2277 continue for west departure.
Albuquerque Tower roadkill 2277 continue for west departure.
I've got to figure out these takeoffs, because I figured if I do an east departure, it'll put me on the east side of the runway to take off, but I guess I'm wrong. I have to do an east departure to departure east, or to depart east. I don't know. Last time I did that, it put me going the wrong way, but oh well. I'll figure that out too. Turn back around here. And then we'll start our climb to 11,500 is what the flight plan calls for. That's what we're gonna do. Just get our heading set up, and then we'll get our altitude worked in here real quick. 11,500. All right. Once we get straightened out here, I'll throw it into vertical speed mode, and we'll get the vertical figured out. Looks like we might have some weather up there. We should have some weather up there. We have a massive storm front across the whole of the United States, so this could be where I die. Oops, I forgot. I need to put my GPS on. I was still in the vlog for the ILS landings I was practicing. Alright, I think try to gain some altitude. Looks like we might stay ahead of the front then. We're going the opposite direction, so that's good. That's good. We've reached our cruising altitude, and now I'm going to use this time to jump into a little nav map here, kind of show you what it does. Shows us here in the yellow plane here. Shows our altitude and our speed, which is really cool. But what I'm looking for here is Lubbock, Texas frequencies. So I'm going to program in 125.300 first, so that kicks in right away, so we know we're in range. That's 125.300. 125.300. All right, so we got the ATIS programmed in, and let's check out what the tower is. So 125.300 for ATIS, and tower is 120.5. 120.5. Whoops. All right, we are all set up for ATIS here, tower here, and ILS here. And that ILS number is for 17R on that runway there. So let's take a look at that real quick. So we're going to be running into 17R here. All right. If we need to use it. And I might even try to use it once we get closer. Just even if it's clear weather, I want to try to practice ILS landings. A lot of flat ground down below, nothing too exciting to look at yet. Haven't seen any crop circles. It's like a motorcycle track. I don't know what that is. Here I say there's nothing exciting, and I find this weird looking track here. Don't know what that is. What's that? All right. We're getting into the Texas lines here. Oh, there's a crop circle. There's another crop circle. Yeah, I don't know what those are. Definitely interesting looking. Whatever that is down there. Let me zoom in on that. Get out of the way, airplane. What is it? I need my drone. Crazy looking thing down there. Alright, well, off we go to Lubbock, Texas. we hit the ATIS so we can get our barometer set up, or altimeter set up. 29.45. 29.45.
Lubbock Airport information, Zulu 1400 Zulu. Wind 216 at 22. Visibility
Okay.
10. Sky condition, few clouds at 9,800.
So we are going to go ahead and switch to the tower. 20.5. I think I accidentally clicked a different airport on the ATC window, so it messed up. Okay, there we go. Now I can request a full stop landing. See where they put us.
2277 is 59 miles west, 11,500 feet with Zulu to land.
Roadkill 2277 Lubbock Tower. Altimeter 29.5, 2 wind 216 at 22. Enter left base runway 17 right.
Awesome, we get the runway that I wanted.
Enter left base runway
29.52, so we got to change the altimeter real quick. 29.52. 12. All right. Okay, we got that all set up. I'll be back upon descent here. Actually, I figured, you know, I might as well show you what's going on here while I fly. Let's switch this on here. See how this works. I've never used it before. But you can see what I'm seeing. Once we hit this dot here is when we start our descent. So I'm going to set my altitude to where I want to descend before we get there. And I'm thinking 4,500 feet is where I want to go. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I'm sure there's a way to figure out what your altitude's supposed to be on this thing, but oh, maybe it's right there. 5,319 right here. Oh, that's where the airport is there. Okay. So that's at 3,259. So I think 4,000 should be a good, I think what we're at 4,500 should be a good target. It'll give us 1,000 feet of playroom for a go around, because I've been doing a lot of go arounds lately. So once we hit that mark right here, I'm going to, it looks like it brings up information. Unfortunately, I can't read it from here because I have bad eyesight, and it's my second monitor, which is a little far away. I need it closer because I'm old and I'm blind. But once we hit that point, I'll hit the vertical speed and start dropping altitude. And then trying to figure out our approach. I'm going to zoom in here real quick and get an eye on where. Okay, so it's going to be right here. So we're going to want to go that way. Enter left base right, or runway 17 right. So we're going to have to go left there. Which is cool. Okay. All right, here goes nothing. Trying new stuff out here on this flight. I'm not gonna lie, this little nav map is definitely helping my approach. I can get a visual on where I need to go before I'm there. I am liking it. Once I get up here, I'm gonna switch it to VLOC and see what the aircraft does. See if it'll bring me into that ILS approach. I probably could do it now, but I want to make sure that, well, let's see what happens. Let's just do it. We're going to do it right now. You're going to learn with me. If you don't already know, we're going to find out what happens here. All right, we got it on VLOC, and hold the altitude here. it's spinning me towards the airport. Now, is it going to line me up with that ILS approach? And if it does, that is awesome. Okay, we can see the airport off in the distance, or the runway that we're landing at. So we're going to find out what it does. And if it does do what I think it's going to do, we should probably slow her down a bit. And get ready. Ready to slow down, because once we hit that approach, we're not going to have much time to slow down. So let's get our mixture up and get ready for a landing here.
57, hotel wind 234 at 26. Clear to land runway 17 left.
Props up.
Clear to land runway 17 left. Generic 57 hotel.
All right, well, it's taking me in.
Lubbock Tower, generic November tree, 68, Bravo Echo, 13 miles, north inbound ILS runway, 17 right approach. Generic November tree, 68, Bravo Echo, Lubbock Tower.
I think I'm going to take it a little more wide here. I'm going to get out this way.
Cleared ILS runway, 17 right approach.
A little wider than what it's taken me in.
ILS runway, 17 right approach, generic 8, Bravo Echo.
I haven't been cleared yet, so we don't want to do it too soon. Looks like I'm too high anyway, so let's get in here, see what happens. Get in behind this guy, land in here, and then we'll cut in. We don't want to cut him off. Get some flaps going here. ILS approach going. Hopefully. It's turning us, so we'll find out what happens here. We're gonna find out. Cut these flaps. Alright, it looks like it's lining us up, which is good. I hope. Find out. It is. Is it doing it? I'll be darned. I haven't been cleared, but I'm gonna land anyways because I wanna try it. I'll be darned. Look at that. I'm gonna get yelled at, but we're gonna do it. And the approach button, see what happens. Should draw us right into it. I might be a little high.
Roadkill 2277, follow the aircraft on final.
I'll be darned.
Wind 234 at 26. Lubbock Airport information, Zulu 1400 Zulu. Wind 234 at 26.
I'll be darned.
10.
Look at that.
Sky condition.
Bringing us right in. Awesome.
13,800 feet scattered. Temperature 25.
Although, why am I nosing up?
10.
I don't want to nose up.
Altimeter 29.55.
Oh, don't nose down. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, shoot.
Landing and departing runway.
I don't know what's going on there, but what is going on with my trim controls? My trim is all over. Maybe it's because it's on the radio frequency. I don't know, but if I even touch it a little. All right, I'm not touching anything.
Zulu 1400 Zulu. Wind 234 at 26.
Not touching a thing.
Sky condition. Few clouds at
Going way too fast, though.
feet, ceiling 13,800 feet broken. Temperature 25. Viewpoint.
It is bringing me right in, but I am going super fast.
Visual runway 17
If I can get my
ILS runway 17
speed down. Note to self, do not touch trim control when you're on ILS. Otherwise, you might crash. And I don't know what this thing is doing. Wow, this is crazy. Oh, it's the wind. We got some heavy wind. Man. All right, wind. I'm trying to land here. Be nice to me. Be nice. Be nice. Nope. Wow, I got to do pull right stick to keep on the ground. All right, well, we made it. Another hair-raising landing. That was crazy. I'm keeping that all in. Even though it looks like I don't know how to fly. I don't know how to fly on the ILS approach, but that was probably one of the worst landings and best landings I've ever had. Why? Because we almost died, and also,
Ground roadkill 2277 request taxi to the
man,
gate.
that wind is blowing my tail up. And we made it on the ground. We didn't nose over or anything, but that was some sketchy trim issues. I've never experienced that before, where I have had some people comment on it before where it trims way up and way down. So those of you who have asked me if I had that issue with the trim going way up and way down, you just saw it there. So now I know what you're talking about. And I don't know if it's because the airplane's following the radio frequency, and when you mess, it's setting, I don't know. I don't know if it's setting flaps or what, but it definitely was doing what other people have described to me about nosing up and nosing down. So I don't know if it's the wind, because we are flying into some hardcore wind right now. I don't know if it's the wind or if it was just glitching ILS. It did bring me in to where I need to go. It's just I was too high. But yeah. Whew, I can take a deep breath now. That was sketchy. That was the sketchiest landing I think I've ever had. Thank God I could see where I was going. See, that's why I wanted to test it out before I get into a zero visibility scenario, because I would have definitely crashed if I was trimming up and down like I was in zero visibility. That would have been the end of game right there in horrible weather. Yeah, I'm going to continue practicing those ILS approaches and try and get them figured out. So when I really do have real bad weather, I will be ready for it. Okay. So I am noticing I have a taxi here. I'm just going to taxi right here. I guess I could have went around, but oh well. We're gonna park it right here and call it good. All right, we made it. Barely made it. We barely made it. That was insane. Thanks for flying with me. Thanks for hanging out. That was fun. Let's let these passengers out here. Whoops. Sorry. Just kidding. You can't leave. Probably want to leave after that landing. Okay, we made it here. We are in Lubbock, Texas, and we had another crazy landing. I should learn and then do my videos, but I figured it'd make my video more interesting if I learned as I flew the video. So there you have it. That was a lot of fun, especially that landing. I really thought we were gonna crash. I didn't think we were gonna make it, but we did. Oh, that was awesome. Very windy day again. I don't know what's up with all the wind everywhere, but everywhere I land, there's horrible wind. I guess it's good practice for flying this thing. So, yeah. Beware of the wind if you're flying live weather. It's everywhere. You all have a good week and weekend, whatever is ahead of you. Stay safe and Godspeed.